What up, everybody? Charlie B back in the building. Welcome to Bizarreville, where everybody welcome. You know what's funny to me? I think my last show I did, some people looked at it like, Charlie B, I don't know where you're going with this. Let me just explain something. SLDD means self-love deficit disorder. It doesn't mean anything you other people think it means. Okay? That's what it actually means. That's the term. So, today's show really proved my last show. Charlie B, how you know what they gonna be doing and making you right before you even say anything? I don't know. But with my last show last night, yeah, that SLDD thing, allegedly she just proved the whole thing. The whole thing with this show. And we just proved allegedly Tim is a narcissist with this whole show. Now, there is no Tim in this show. It's all Megan, right? But let me just show you how we can prove he's a narcissist right now, right? Allegedly, he wants us to believe that was filmed at Resurrection Ranch, right? You know where I think it was? At their new property. You know why? Because, Tim, it would be real bad if that was filmed at Resurrection Ranch and you still had broken down refrigerators and stuff on your mama's land, number one, after you cleared all that, number one. Number two, when have you ever seen them film at Grandma Lily's house and you can see all that open pasture behind the trees? We've all been to Resurrection Ranch and know we've been through the trails and all that. Where on Resurrection Ranch can you just see all that open land, like the land he just bought? Because there's houses and stuff, remember that? There's houses and stuff, so there's open fields and stuff around the new property he bought. There is no open fields around Resurrection Ranch. So his narcissistic self allegedly wants you to believe he's at a Resurrection Ranch, and he said it, he made her say it, so y'all supposed to believe it. It shouldn't matter. When we can all clearly know there's no open space behind Resurrection Ranch to film like that at all. So now he put Megan out there, jump back. Like I said, he said something foul. So she has to clean it up. So let's get it, let's go, man. I don't waste your time. Everything I say means something.
Giving you about, finding the land, budgeting, stacking up the cash to purchase the land. If you have done all that.
You know what's funny? She's doing Tim now. She's telling you to do what they don't do. Allegedly. Did y'all catch it? Okay, let me just tell you this, Megan. If you saved up all this money to buy zero turns, the land that I think you're allegedly standing on now, a couple months ago, that means you lied to all your people in the first couple podcasts when y'all said y'all didn't have ADGs. Let's go.
And you have now acquired your land. There is still a step that you need to make. There is still a decision that has to be made. And that is, what do you want your experience to be like on your property?
Okay, Megan, allegedly that made no sense because we all know you have no say on what happens on Tim's property.
So after you've done all the steps and you've acquired your land, you still have a decision to make. And it's a very important decision because if you don't decide, okay, this is the experience I want to have on my land, on my property. You've invested so much into acquiring the land.
Okay, allegedly I know why Tim wanted you to talk. Because the first piece of property y'all bought, you did invest so much. You invested everything. And she's going to tell y'all how she worked. You invested so much, so he wanted you to break this down so there could be a sincere face on this. But all the other stuff y'all bought, you haven't invested anything. It's all YouTube. And it's all donations. It's all Miss Jackson. It's all people like Miss Jackson that y'all always leave out now. Yes or no? Yes or no? Narcissism. Ain't nobody done nothing for y'all but you. But you. And you're out, like I said. SLDD, allegedly, is what I think is going on with you. I have no knowledge. I haven't been to school. But from what everybody else, these doctors and PhDs, you're doing exactly what they're saying. Yes or no? Peanut Gang, are we right or wrong with Charlie B doing his research? Are they breaking this family down to a T? Yes. Now, do I think Tim's a narcissist? Yes. And you're putting up with it. Now, since he's a narcissist, and he's a father, and with me doing my research, thank you, before the age of 10, most boys are going to be who they're going to be the rest of their life. Facts! No alleged here. Before the age of 10, if you do your research, most boys, from what they pick up at home and what they see and what their father does and what their mother does, by the age of 10, that mindset is set. Look it up, y'all. Charlie B been doing his research, man. I ain't been flaking on y'all. While I'm at work, ebooks, I'm on it. By the age, most people say by the age of 8. But by the age of 10, a child is done. He's done. He's the man he's gonna be growing up. Is that why Tim say he's raising men? Because he's raising 4 versions of him? Let's go, man. Charlie be on one.
You really have to decide, how am I going to get a return on that investment? Do I want my property only to be a place that I live and just provides a home, or do I really want a larger experience than that? Do I want to homestead and have that property to grow animals and food for my family and maybe crops and garden, and that land is going to produce food, right? Then you're homesteading. That land might produce animals. You'll invest into the animals, you'll invest into the soil, growing crops, and then the return on your investment will be food for your family.
Now, y'all, please come in here to my hate Tim's voice. Okay, nobody really ever came in and talking about Megan's voice. Megan's voice ain't bad. Okay, so since we know that, I'm gonna let her just ruin them. Charlie B's gonna let her ruin them today, and it's not her fault. I want y'all to notice this, because if y'all notice this, if y'all catch it, these are Tim's words, because sooner or later she's gonna get caught up like, and she's gonna say something like 3 times. You feel me? So, if you know Charlie B love the ladies, but I don't honestly respect a woman that let your man tell you, you say this. I don't care how you feel. No, I don't respect that at all. So let's keep it moving.
Tim and I had the vision of growing really, really good, farm fresh, high quality food and being able to give it away. We had maximized our backyard and we wanted land. We knew that we could do so much.
1 second. Now, let me just say this. Thank you, Megan. Thank you, Megan, for proving my point and being a game. He played you. He played you. Jump back. Charlie B already showed you how she just said they had maximized the stuff they had in the city, right? Well, in the city, you had some rabbits and some chickens. And you had a nice garden. Your garden put my garden to shame, Jack. I'll give you credit. So thank you for proving to us, since you've been out there all these years, and big man hadn't allowed you to have no garden. He scammed you, allegedly. What do y'all see? Do y'all see it? She's telling you, just like Grandma Lily, I think this is the day where I'm going to prove that he doesn't understand how to edit. He doesn't understand what people are saying to him, narcissist man, allegedly. And he's really put this out. And I'm going to let her burn them on the fact that Peanut Game and Charlie B is right about all our shows. Narcissism, SLDD, all that. We all right. Now he's trying to answer all this, but he's not trying to answer it. Every time he gets in trouble with what he says, he puts her out there. Jump back. Didn't I say that before? Now she's trying to fix everything he done said. Let's get it. Let's go. And I'm a roast him today. It's okay. Put it this way. We don't like Tim's grill, right? This is a brand new $800 Weber gas grill with 2 brand new tanks, and Charlie B about to put this brother to flames. You can't say that, man. I already said it.
Much more if we had the land to do it. And so that was a big part of our vision of why we started looking for land and wanting to acquire land. And so we went through all those steps, and we knew that the return on our investment, part of that would be able, part of that would mean we would be able to grow animals, raise animals.
No, y'all just make him talk like that? No. Allegedly, no. When she out there, let's jump back 2 years ago, when she was out there giving her confessions and all that, she was flowing when she was crying. If she could cry and tell her story, what's wrong now and she's happy? Cause her script has jumped off. What Tim told me to do allegedly, I can't remember. I don't know. Get it right, girl. Get it right. I got it. Now, when I say, wait, what? Is that her talking? Or is that Tim talking? Okay, you need more proof? Charlie be in the building. Let's get it. Let's go, man. That wasn't good enough. Thank you.
Animals and grow crops on our land and use our land to produce food. So that was a big part of our journey, but we also had to decide if we wanted to just continue our regular lives and go back and forth and only enjoy our property on the weekends and after work.
Did we prove it just now, right or wrong? Jump back. I showed you a video about a month ago where before anything was out there, before Emma was out there, anything, and y'all are asking me, what's all that stuff in the background? Is that the kids working in the background? And I was like, I don't know, right? And Tim's sitting up there, and Megan's filming, and he's talking about feeding the world back then. I'm talking about 3-4 years ago. Have you heard allegedly from me? No. Okay. If I'm wrong, Tim, sue me. You got your wife out here lying. Sue me. We just proved that all this is a lie. All this is a scam. All this is not Christian. How can I put this? They might be Christians. I don't know if they are or not. But it's not a man of God leading his family towards heaven. Did we just prove that with that or not? Because they lied to y'all. What did she just, no, I was right. What did he just have her say to you? We were trying to figure out what we need to do and blah, blah, blah. Oh. You can't figure it out. God had already told Tim, and Tim had already told you 4 years ago, y'all was supposed to give meat away and stuff. Remember that? Jump back. Remember that? You don't remember that? I will find it. I will find it just to prove my point. And let's just be honest. You know how Tim is. He's a narcissist. If I'm not telling the truth, I will be sued. Because I ain't said that A word right here at all. I know for a fact you said it. Now, you got your wife out here trying to debunk all that. Your wife just said y'all been trying to figure this out for some years. Right? But when you first started this, you was on that feed everybody and feed the world back then. Yes or no, y'all? I just showed it in a I can't remember where it is, but I can find it. I showed it in a 4 and 24. Right? So, if they are willing to sit on here and tell you now, this was all our thinking. We don't know. We didn't know what to do. But he's been telling you, God told us this. God told us that. And if God did tell you that, didn't we just prove that you went against it and still thought your way?
And we did that for a season, but we always had the vision.
Okay, now we realize that your seasons are what? 3.5, 4 years? Let's proceed.
Of more. And Tim would come to me and he would say, what if, what if the farm was able to sustain itself,
Allegedly, Megan, what if the farm could sustain itself and you ain't gotta work no more? What did y'all just hear? Right? Now that sounds good. If they were farming, right? Well, Tim, what are we gonna really do? Because once we get out there, are you gonna let me grow my vegetables? And can I have a garden 8 times the size? No. So how we gonna make money? Pimp YouTube and the subscribers. Tim, do you think that's right? God told me to pimp them. I'd never heard that, Tim. Like you supposed to pimp people. You ain't heard the Bible say that get your money, man. Mike Epps said it in that movie. You know I go off movies now. And what was that, Fighting Temptation? Yeah, we watched that before. Did Mike Epps say get your money? Yeah. Well, girl, show me you want. Still bad.
And then we knew at that point that I could leave my job, that we could farm full time. And we had big dreams that really...
Did y'all catch that? Farming full time. And we had big dreams. Is she playing to Grandma Lily? And she know her husband is dumber than a box of rocks allegedly, and he ain't gonna catch it. Right?
At the time, didn't seem like a reality, but they were. So I just want to encourage you.
Did y'all catch it? Did y'all catch her lying? Did y'all catch it? Earlier, jump back. Didn't she just say me and Tim had this dream? Now, didn't she just say to her it didn't seem like a reality? Let's proceed.
That when you're deciding what you want your experience to be.
I'm talking to the ladies. You see what she's doing to you? She's telling you what Tim told her allegedly to say, because we all know, I can prove it right here, allegedly, her experience out there is not what she thought it was going to be. Can y'all come here and tell me yes or no? Do you think when she went out there, she thought she was going to have a big garden? Do you think when she went out there, Tim was going to help them do chores? Do you think when they went out there, her boys was going to be working all day? Do you think when they went out there, allegedly, her and the boys were going to be the only one working while he make this YouTube thing work? Y'all coming to tell me? I don't know. I'm asking y'all. Because this is our show. This ain't my show. This ain't Miss B's. This is our show. So I want y'all to tell me, with everything I just said, what y'all think.
What you want the return on your investment to be in terms of your property that you've now acquired. Dream big. Put everything on the table.
You see how sincere her face looked when she said, dream big and put everything on the table. You want to know why, allegedly? Because that's what Tim told you. Right, Megan? Okay. Charlie B. What you mean by that? Okay. Megan, can you tell me, because you about to talk about how y'all only had one kid at this time. If you dream big and put everything on the table, and you're the only one doing it, who made all this happen? Okay, let me just say this. Charlie B, where you going? I don't get it yet. All right. How much would y'all have now if you wasn't the only one working? Okay. Y'all made all that off of you dreaming big. And it might not be, it worked. So Tim allegedly told you this. You gave him all your money. You dreamed big in it, and it worked. Okay? So I understand, kinda, you feel me, Peanut Gang? Why she's like, I don't know what else to do because I wouldn't have all this if he didn't tell me to give me his money, allegedly. Now, if we go there, Megan, if it's your money, you can't buy anything without money. Who's the big dog? Who's got the grit and the grind? Who's got the Who did all this? You did. I don't care if you gave him $5 and he turned that $5 into that farm. You made it work. Yes or no? Yes or no? So, with all this talking she's doing, this is not really her, allegedly. Can y'all see that? Do y'all really think a woman that then gave a man all her money to build what he has today shouldn't have a right to be like, you didn't do this alone, brother?
So that you can accomplish your goals, because the dreams, when they start out, they're going to be bigger than your reality right now. So don't get discouraged by where you may be at the time. Go ahead, dream big, and think about what you desire your land to be. And God.
Now, Peanut Gang, do you think this is just a response to y'all coming in the comments talking about, oh, it's always Tim's way, it's always this, it's always that, Megan don't have no say? You think he told her to get out here and say, what's your land, your land, your land? Mind tricked them into thinking that this is some of your decision too. Allegedly, yes or no? I don't know what's going on. Listening to all these people with PhDs and stuff is kind of getting, Charlie be changing a little bit. Because I'm getting more into like, wait a minute, that ain't right.
I will give you that vision and that purpose and that energy to work towards those goals. And he'll even come in and just provide the pathway in order for you to reach those goals. Because land was a big dream for us to start out with. It seemed like something that wasn't attainable. But once
y'all catch it? Did y'all catch it? Okay, now we've already proved this was what God told them from the beginning, right? Right? True Christians, if y'all really believe that God told y'all something, are you still going to be willing to get on YouTube and say, basically, allegedly, I have to say allegedly because she didn't say this exactly, even though God told us that we need, because jump back, God told them to get land and do all this, right? So basically and allegedly, even though God told them that, they still thought it wasn't attainable. What is that telling you? What is that telling you? They still didn't trust in what the Lord said for them to do. But basically, we did it anyway, and Tim made it work. Give him more praise than God, allegedly. Keep doing that and see where you end up.
we attained it, we didn't want to just stop there. The race is not done there, right? It's really just begun. So we started to dream, and we had been dreaming, even before owning the property, because
okay, I thought God told you to do it. Now 5 seconds, I ain't gonna push it that close, but 3 minutes later, y'all had a dream. Because we all know Tim been trying to bring up Martin lately. He trying to bring up the Cain. No, now he got you doing it. You see how she said it? We had a dream. Y'all catching this? This is all filth, farm filth. Allegedly, and BTM members, Black Tim Mafia, y'all eating this? Yes, Megan, tell us how to get this land, girl. Tell us. No, because she can't tell you how to go get another Miss Jackson. I keep saying this. They did not do this on their own, okay? They did not. They brag about jump back 3-4 years ago, making $30,000 a year. You tell me how many of y'all can make $30,000 a year and right now own 15 to almost 20,000 acres if he's telling the truth, right? And then tell me, jump back, how they gave basically 90% of that away, so that means they lived off of $3,000 a year. They been lying to y'all allegedly, and y'all still up at...
When you start to determine what experience you want to have, that might determine the property that you pick, right? Or it also determines, when you're shaping raw land, what you do, how you transform that property, where you put your energy, what you...
Now, for y'all, Charlie B do his research. When you touching and rubbing on your face all hard like that, when you talking to somebody, it's a sign that you're lying, allegedly. Or it's a sign that you're stressed or you're nervous. Now, if you're telling the truth, why would you be nervous if you're just talking to your people on IAG? No, on the Resurrection Ranch. Because it looks like IAG, because grandma's nowhere to be found. But anyway, who cares? Because Tim's going to tell you it's Resurrection Ranch, and y'all going to fall for it. Black Tim Mafia. All right. Now, since I already broke that down, that all this, while she's talking, allegedly from script, she knows she lying to y'all, allegedly. Look it up. What does it mean when you're lying and you're rubbing your face? No, how did I put that? What does it mean when you're rubbing your face when you're talking? Just look that up. It'll break it all down for you. So, Tim, you cannot beat Google. You cannot beat Charlie B. You cannot beat Peanut Gang. And you cannot beat PhDs. So, BTN members, keep it up. Because y'all look just as crazy, allegedly, as this man is.
Invest in. So, these things, your experience, the experience that you want to have on your property will be just a shaping factor.
He told her double down on it. She still, which is what you want your experience in. Because you know in your heart, allegedly, that's not the experience you expected. Y'all come here and tell me yes or no. Like, comment, and subscribe. Because Charlie be on another one. I don't say it all the time, but when I think I'm doing my thing, man, like, comment, and subscribe. And you know what the main part is? Share this. All y'all's Facebooks, whatever. Put it out there. I don't care. It's the message. We are at over 650,000 views on this man. And his views are dropping. What does that mean? The message is getting out. I don't care how many views I got, subscribers I got, because I love y'all. We fam. You feel me? But we got 650,000 views. What is that telling y'all? We doing something right, because if I only have 1,850 subscribers or something like that, that means these are people who love them. And they come by and be like, wait a minute, what's going on? Whether they subscribe, stay, or leave, They've heard. It's in their mind. Wait, they're thinking now, y'all. You feel me? And especially when they go to the comments. Y'all do better than me sometimes. I keep saying it. A lot of y'all need channels. Let's go.
So you might want to have even a home-based business. If you're talking about enjoying your property on more than just the weekends or after work, then you might want to think about what is a home-based business that I can have on my property, on my farm, on my land, and how can I use the land for a return on my investment.
I want y'all to come and tell me, this is my opinion. Did she look nervous about saying that? Okay, now allegedly I'm gonna tell you why I feel like she looked nervous saying that. She knows Tim wrote all this. She knows it's not right, allegedly. But what choice does she have? Jump back to my video last night where everybody thought I was trying to say Megan and the boys were slow. No, that's not what I was saying, right? Okay, now, how uncertain does she look making this statement? Because allegedly she knows, and with the extra statements that's coming up, she's gonna look like allegedly a fool. And I used to think that Megan was a narcissist too, but when I got into studying this and looking at it, no. She and Miss Lily, even though Miss Lily did what? Them feet down, man, you ain't resurrection. If they are at Miss Lily's, take your butt back there in the woods. But I don't think they are. Because if you look at when Tim drove past his new property, you can see all that daylight, right? When have you ever seen them film on Miss Lily's and you can see a whole bunch of daylight? Never. Nope. Now, is he in the woods on his new property? Or did he just tell Megan to go in the woods on their property? Because at Miss Lily's, there's nothing but trees back there. You can't see no daylight, really. Remember when he was building the chicken coop? Was there any daylight in the background? No. So, if he do want to still prove that he is on Resurrection Ranch, he's not on Miss Lily's property. He's on the other people's property he thought he owned. Because there's daylight back there. He's scamming y'all, allegedly. I don't know. We'll never know. But you tell me if you've ever seen that much light behind all them trees on Miss Lily's land. You're going to say allegedly no. So where's he at? And why is not... No, that sounded real bad. Why isn't he really at the Resurrection Ranch? Because, jump back, Miss Lily didn't put her feet down. Because the last, I think it is allegedly 2 times, he wasn't even allowed to go in the house. He was filmed from outside talking about he needed a place to sit down. Remember that? Okay? So has it got to the point where he has to make up Resurrection Ranch videos? How are you going to make Resurrection Ranch videos without the Resurrection Ranch main leader? And as a narcissist, you don't understand. That's not you. We want to see your mama. Let's proceed.
So that's why for years, Tim said, what if? What if the farm could sustain itself, you know? And it does. And that's a miracle. And that's a huge answer to our prayer. And it allows us to have home-based businesses, right? Those home-based businesses now allow the farm to sustain itself and for us to produce an income.
Okay, let's jump back. Did he just prove me and you right with his wife? Where does Megan work right now? Where does Tim work? Y'all tell me that, and I'll give you $100. Nowhere. Right? Okay. Now, you hear talking about these home-based businesses? You hear, jump back. Tim talking about businesses? You are his business. BTM members, Black Tim Mafia. You are his business. Because if y'all wasn't watching him the way y'all are and believing in this man the way y'all are, he would have no businesses. Yes or no? Y'all come and tell me. The only business they claim they have, and they do have, is YouTube. Now, I would not ever come on here and tell y'all, I'm a businessman. I'm on YouTube. What? What? I mean, there's some people who can't say that. They making millions of dollars on YouTube. They're businessmen. I do this because I love it. I love joking on people and stuff like that, right? So I do this because I like it and it gives me an outlet. Especially when I'm going through stuff and I'm dealing with things. Like my mom's, right? But this man is running, he's trying to actually, y'all, like, he works hard every day running his businesses. You know what his businesses are? Podcast, Resurrection Ranch, IG Farms. Do you know what Megan and the boys' allegedly business is? Farming. Who's working harder? Y'all gonna really come here and tell me Tim bust butt? I really do not like when I get comments like, oh, Tim be working his butt off. What you be doing? What? For me to put these videos out and everything like that, I don't have time to set up a tripod at work to show you that, no! Work is work for me. This is this for me. For him, work is this. This is you. Y'all don't even see it. But Peter Game and Charlie BB over here like, y'all just keep that money and do something for you or your kids. Or get some grid down supplies, please.
You may also want to homeschool. We homeschool. We started.
Now, usually I get an aspect from a woman from Miss B, but she sleep. Now, women, can y'all come here and tell me, with the look on her face and how she said that? Because I don't know. I'm not a woman. I'm not one of them people who be like, men are from Art, women are from Venus. No, I feel like you have your own opinion, I have mine. Let's work this out. Now, if Miss B was up, I wouldn't have to ask y'all this, and I'd just probably rip her because I'm not sure. But did she look like she was happy about homeschooling? Did she look like that was her idea? 2. And did she look like she was real excited about homeschooling before she goes into this big rant about homeschooling? Yes or no? I need a woman's, because this is my opinion. I have no idea, but I don't think she looked like, yay, homeschooling was the best idea I had. Y'all come here and tell me.
About homeschooling in the city because God spoke to us and pretty much told us to take our kids. Well, we had one kid at the time that was in school, in a public school, Head Start. And the Lord spoke to us, told us to take Tim Jr. out of Head Start and to homeschool our children. And so we began that process of homeschooling even before we were living on our property.
You know what? Did they just lie to y'all? Or did they just tell y'all they against God? Allegedly. I'll wait. That's cold. You know I don't cut. I'm sorry. Listen. Was that a lie? Yes or no? Or is that they went against God once again? Allegedly. Okay. I I love when he makes us right. Peanut Game and Charlie B. Let's get it. Let's go, man. Listen. They put their kids in school and they took their kids out, right? Now, I'm not going to break down all the stuff he said about that. But my whole thing is this. If they had kids. No, they didn't have kids. If they only had one child. And that was Tim Jr. And he was in Head Start. And they took him out of Head Start. And God told them. God told them. I'm sorry about it. Told them to keep them kids in homeschool. With a real Christian. With a real pastor. Put them in school at all. And then make an excuse for content, allegedly, to take them out. Now, I've already said BTN members, Black 10 Mafia. He's using y'all. This is the first time I'm gonna make this statement. Allegedly, is he using God? With what we just found out today and heard. Now, I know most people are not going to catch that. But that's why you rock with Charlie B, baby. And that's why Charlie B is so upset. God has done so much for me. Man, I swear. If you find anybody out here disrespecting the Lord, bring it to me. I'll roast anybody and everybody who try it. I will. I'm a real brother. If you doing your thing, I ain't got nothing to say. I'm not telling on nobody. But you mess with my mans, you lie on my mans? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? I love that man more than I love myself. Tim, you in trouble.
And what it's hard.
Allegedly, you just don't remember your lines and you don't know what to say when Tim tells you what to say. You have your own feelings and you go all the way against them. And you think that if I don't say what Tim wants me to say, he's going to be mad at me and I got to go through the rest of the day and I'm going to be messed up. Like how when Charlie B speeded up. Look at her face. You just don't want to go to hell, allegedly. And you know that's where you headed. Fighting for this money. Y'all tell me what you think. Should I scream petty time right there? I don't think so. Because to me, I know a lot of us, and I said I'm getting on Megan. I am. And I know a lot of y'all come in there like, I don't feel sorry for her no more. But what I showed last night, I don't get, like, how can I put this? I don't feel sorry for her at all. Because what I showed, she should realize there is a way out. So if you know there's a way out, and you stay, and you keep putting your children and yourself through this, when you know if you can't maintain yourself with this man, how do you have any say in maintaining control over your children? You'll never have control over your children because just like you said, bounce back in the box cutter thing. I need her all after you. I need her after you. You think that look cute? You think that look cute with everybody out here saying that basically the only one that could get control of him over these boys, the only ones that could have took them utility knives from them boys was you. And it would have been simple. And I know y'all sitting there like, Charlie B, man, you ain't no jokey joking. I like the jokey joke. It's simple. You know what you could have did to get them utility knives away from those boys? Jokey joke time. I ain't cooking for you no more. I can't eat. What? Nope, wrong voice. What you mean? I ain't gonna be able to eat? Oh, boys. Titus, Tim Jr., no, give me all that. Give me all that. Nope. Nope. Daddy gotta eat. Daddy ain't eating. You ain't cut. Nope. That's all you had to do. I tried to threaten that man with not eating and see how much control. See how much control you get over them. You get over him. Okay, everybody come to the peanut game, and I like this too. Why them boys so small, your man so big? Back to no jokey joke. I'm not understanding this. Okay? Let's jump back. Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I asked y'all, because I be leaving Easter eggs, I asked y'all, did y'all notice Tim's plate? And all y'all came in and said, yeah, he ate at his woman's house. Right? He ain't need that much to eat. I didn't mean that, right? I just said, I thought, like, everybody else had salad on their plate and he didn't, right? And that's why he wasn't enthused with raising vegetables, right? But y'all came in and y'all said that, right? Now, bounce back. Since I wasn't thinking that, this is what I was thinking, y'all. Peanut gang. This is for you, too. And Megan made him look stupid there, too, right? Allegedly. How you feed them small boys that are skin and bones more than you feed your husband? You really think we believe that? Now, bounce back. If that's all that man ate in your food, allegedly he's telling you it's nasty. Or allegedly he's telling you like peanut gang. My woman cooked better than this. I'm done.
To even begin to express in words how much our property brings to homeschooling. We call it vocational homeschool. The boys do chores every day. They work with the animals. They're pretty much able to do the job of a farmhand, something that a full-grown man would get paid to do. So they have chores and they are paid for those chores. So in a sense, they have a home-based business, but it's part of their development, it's part of their growth. They're able to add their pay, and that's like math work for them. They keep track of how much they are paid each day and each week. And if they don't add up their pay, they don't get paid. So that's.
Did you hear that? Did you catch it? Did you catch it? Okay. Now, allegedly, jump back. Charlie B just proved they don't plan on them boys going nowhere. They're teaching them boys what they want them to know to take care of them later on in life, allegedly. What do y'all see? Right? Now, did y'all catch this? She used the school to work with her husband to not pay these boys. Did y'all catch that? If they don't add up how much money that they don't get paid. They still done the work. So, that's a part of y'all teaching them responsibility with them working, because like you just said, they work like men, right? They're not men, they're boys. And if they can't add it up right, and you're the teacher, you don't pay them. So, with you even making that statement, some of your boys can't count, allegedly. And sometimes they haven't been paid. Or they had to learn to count to get paid. Where's the teaching in that? Allegedly, you're just basically making them work for free and you're keeping all their money. Because let's just be honest, Tim's money is your money. if everything went wrong tomorrow and you found out he was doing whatever, or you found out you just didn't want to be, or you figured out you just didn't want to be there no more, you would get half. You don't have no prenup. So there's no way anybody could look at you like, allegedly, she has to stay there. No, you like it. That's why everybody's now on you like, I don't feel bad for her no more. No. Let's go, man.
It's a level of responsibility for them. Even just learning the things that they're learning about farming and raising animals and taking care of animals daily. All those things are priceless, and they give the boys practical skills by just living on a farm and raising animals and working with those animals. So in terms of being able to homeschool, our land is producing so much for us. It's enriching our homeschool. And at the time...
Did y'all catch it? I don't understand. I really don't understand. Basically, did she just say allegedly they don't send their kids to school so they can live an abundant life, as they put it? If it wasn't for the kids being out of school, they wouldn't be able to do them farm chores, and me and Tim would have to work, and we wouldn't have this money because we couldn't film, we couldn't do YouTube, we couldn't do all this. So I keep my boys out of school, basically, allegedly, because they make our life better. Is that what y'all just heard?
To what the Lord is leading you to do and encouraging you to do, because it may seem crazy now, but we had mentors, our white mentors who were homeschooling.
Y'all catch that? Our white mentors. What did that make? Why can't you just say mentors? Cause that's that brain thing. Now, okay, we got all the brothers and sisters in here. We need to get some white brothers and sisters in here. Brother, or are you just basically saying that your white mentors were better than your black mentors? We're all the same, man. That's why I say everybody welcome. We all believe the same. Where are you going with this? Because I'm pretty sure, I don't care who mentored you, most of your donations come from black people, bro. You just messed up.
And it seemed crazy back in the 80s when they first started homeschooling, and it was unheard of. People weren't doing that. Children were going to, children in their culture were going to schools, and you could, get your child in a really good private school, and that was the way to go. But now it's trending in their culture. It's not trending really in our black culture yet, but overall homeschooling is increasing, and it's not as weird as it used to be.
That's it for me today. I'm done because I'm tired of him having Megan sound so allegedly stupid for this reason right here. Before he wrote this for you, and after he wrote this for you, you didn't remind him that during COVID, everybody experienced this? Come on, man, y'all. Listen. I don't know where she was going with the black and white thing, okay? It don't make no sense to me. There was no reason to bring black and white up other than allegedly trying to get your white views up, right? Which, your views are your views. If white people love you, they love you. If Hispanic people love you, they love you. If black people love you, they love you. Like, you didn't have to go there, bro. It was kind of disrespectful. You feel me? That's how I look at it. Like, you really sit up here basically down the black race because we don't do what the white race does. And a lot of us do homeschool our kids. I've done it before. It's, like I said, jump back. COVID, we all had to do it. Some people didn't go back. But in your mind, allegedly y'all just better than everybody else because this was the best thing to do and y'all stuck with it. Charlie B love y'all. Y'all be easy. Peace to everybody. I don't want y'all to take this as, oh, Charlie B against the white man. No. Like I said, all of us bleed the same. But my whole point is, don't try to put two races against each other, brother. That's not cool. And especially when you're a black man basically saying that the white man that did what we should be doing before we did it, and they're better than us. That's how it looked, bro. So, and even, I bet you if you talk to most white people, they would tell you allegedly, like, what sense did that make? It didn't at all. Content, he was running out of words. Like I said, he's rapping for straws and rope and everything else. I love y'all. Y'all be easy. Charlie be out, man.